back to Dave and Audrey Does Outdoors. Thank you for tuning in. Today's video I'm dedicating to my old Aunt Winnie, who unfortunately we lost a few days ago. Dearest, the last remaining relative of that whole generation. Mums, dads, uncles, aunties, all the way. So it's been a real journey. So tonight I'm going to dedicate to Aunt Winnie. We're going to celebrate some of her adventures, some of her travels, and some of her 98 years of living life to the full and having a really good quality of life, pretty well up to the end. So we're going to go down to the coast, although the coastal heart is thick and it's quite cold, so I don't think there's going to be any sun. So anyway, we've got a wee bit of a hike in, tent, fire, some baked potatoes on the fire, and a wee bit of quality time with the dog. Thank you for tuning in. I'll fill you in as we go. We'll bring you back later on. Sit back and enjoy the next 30 to 40 minutes of me and the dog having a chilled night down the beach. Although it will be quite misty and foggy and quite cold, so I've actually got my shorts on, but I've brought a couple of layers. It will be getting chilly. So listen, thanks again for tuning in. We've made it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we've made it. Okay. Nice to get some quality time with this little rascallion. This is Audrey, if you're new to the channel. This is Audrey. She's about 11 or something old, but she thinks she's a puppy. Quality. I'm going to give her some water. Then we're going to go back along the beach, pick up some wood, have a little fire. I want to get my potatoes. I'm doing some baked potatoes in the fire tonight. And then cook a little bit of pork. Got some nice homemade coleslaw, a little bit of butter, cheese. So it's a bit of a kind of a bit of fruit, yogurt, a couple of nice bits of bacon from April. She's been making this Biscoff, sort of, what's it called? Fud, no. Millionaire shortbread or something like that. It's like paradise. So we've made good time. It's just after 5:30. It's not as cold. You can see, I don't know if you can see, but it's quite a thick har, but it's actually not as cold as I thought it was going to be. So I'm probably just not even going to put a layer on yet. I'm going to gather some wood, give her some water, get the fire on, get the potatoes in a fire, set up the tent, and then cook the rest of the food. Bish bash bosh, keeping it simple. You know how we roll on Dave Does Outdoors. We're just going to put a fire. I'll show you where the fire's going to be. Quite a popular little spot out here. So simple fire. It's during the week, not expecting anyone. Not sure if we'll get in for a swim. Probably not tonight. The tide's way out. But we'll get a nice walk later on. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all your nice comments. Thank you for all your support. Tonight we're celebrating my Aunt Winnie, who lived for 98 years, who knew me my whole life. She's left a pretty big hole. But tonight's a celebration, remembering all the good times. To get to 98 is no mean feat. I thought she would make 100. Unfortunately, she never saw it, but that was her time. Right, let's get some water, let's get the fire on, and then we'll get the tent up, get some cooking getting on. Right, I've managed to forget my fire gloves. They must have been a different rucksack. I thought I'd had them. I'll have another double check. Plenty of wood, that little string just to sort of help me, because it's quite a trek along the beach, so. Nice, very, very nice. Right, that's the tent up. The hair's kind of That little bay right there, when the tide's in, that was when the dogs mauled my legs. Oh, this is, honestly, this is soul food. I love this spot. Potatoes, they've been on, that's taken, doesn't take long. I'll tighten up the tent a little bit. Potatoes have been on. I microed them for 5 minutes before I left the house, so any little cheat, any little, quick fix. So I'm just going to tighten the tent up, chuck my mat in. I'm not going to inflate the mat or anything. I'm just going to focus on getting food. I'm getting hungry, so by the time I've fried a little bit of nice Chinese chili pork, fill the baked potato, chop it all up. I don't think I've got a plate. I'm going to eat out the frying pan tonight. Okay, we'll make that work. We've got tin foil for the potatoes, so it's going to be fingers, messy finger food tonight. So buffet, all good. As you can see, the tent, having the reassurance of a 4-season tent, at least a 3-season if you're camping in Scotland. So if the wind picks up overnight, right on the coast, it can all of a sudden you've got 30 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour winds. So I like to know that it's going to be battened down. I'm getting hungry. Let's get a bit of bread. Let's get the frying pan on. Sun's trying to break through. Oh, that's looking good. Right. Simple little table. Here's to Aunt Winnie. That was absolutely delish. Nice little sweet yogurt to finish, followed by coffee. and a couple of big bits of that homemade stuff. As my Aunt Winnie got more and more frail and old, we used to go over every Sunday afternoon and spend a couple of hours talking about the past, talking about the future, her unconditional love, her support, her understanding, her determination. 98, I just, honestly, she's at peace. You know, the end is never easy when, I don't think at any age, but especially when you're sort of old and frail. So that was tough on us all. She was so close to April, to Mia, to Jill, to John, to Andy, Gordon, all the kids, the grandkids. She loved everyone, and she was grateful for everything. Bless her. She loved her sweetie biscuits. She got into Tim Tams. It's better out the fridge firm, but I'm having 2 bits tonight. Right, let's go for a walk along the coast. I've got her lead in case we come across any other dogs. It's not, I'll probably need to take my hat off. The sun's just, it's just like, it's been hairy and quite cold all day, so to get that sun, such a cool spot. The tide comes quite close, so you can wake up. It's like, wow, you know, remember the first couple of times I stayed here. things like this that excite me. Been along here tons, I'd never seen this in the rock, look. It's for mooring a little boat right there. Because these are natural harbours and natural shelves, look. And if you know the tides, you could easily just slip a boat. That's been a special night. I thought it was going to be hazy, cold, misty all night, but it's not. The sun came out. The most beautiful sunset. Audrey, she's licking the sand. Audrey, come here. Come. We're going to brush our teeth, sit and watch the sun go down. Getting early night. I started work at 6 this morning, so my shifts are still. What can you say? Anyway. It's always worth the effort, that's all I'm saying. Tonight's been a night full of love and dearest Aunt Winnie, at peace. Right guys, that's us. Still quite light, sun's down. What a sunset tonight. Great food, lovely walk, good company, some really nice flowers and heron, and the sea's just, it is medicinal. Listen, not much, I'm going to sign out. Thank you for joining me tonight. Really just a celebration of my old Aunt Winnie, so my thoughts are with her and my blessings. So I'm going to sign out, get to sleep, probably coffee in the morning, pack up. I think it's due to be wet tomorrow, so it might be a wee bit of a quick pack up and go, so we'll see. Anyway, thanks again. Night night. Half 3 in the morning, major thunder and lightning. She's a wee bit freaked out, so she's going to climb in beside me. It's quite far away, but it's coming over, so if it was like 6, I'd probably get up and just get moving, but we're just going to sit it out. It feels quite far away from here, so fingers crossed it'll just blow over. You feel super exposed and a big lightning storm though. spectacular. The whole sky is just dazzling bright. It's like a flash. Big claps of thunder. I'm going to try to cuddle in with her for a while. It's only 3:30, so wow, it's mental. Good morning. That was some night. That went on for an hour, about an hour and a half. Sheet lightning, the whole, so yeah, not the best sleep, but anyway, quick coffee, all good. We survived it, that's the main thing. She was actually fine. She was absolutely chill. Right, let's get a coffee on. Oh, let me see. I haven't really used these little things at all. I've been using my kind of microphone on top of the camera, so I'm going to use this a little bit just now, just whilst I'm packing up the tent. The idea was that I could stand back here and do things and still be heard. So haven't really been using them at all. Let's get it clipped on and just pack down the tent and packing up never takes long. Just, especially in the long grass, just need to make sure that you're taking all the smaller pegs, the additional ones that are kind of on the sides and stuff, because the main ones are quite obvious, but there are some that are much less obvious that you can't go wrong if you sort of get into a wee bit of a habit. I've found some really good pegs on my, spots like this where people might camp. All of a sudden you're finding a really nice, peg that somebody's forgotten, So you just want to kind of make sure that that's not you. Right, we've not quite signed out because we're going to go for a swim, but the tide's looking all quite seaweedy down there, so in another hour and a half it'd be perfect, but it's looking quite ominous over there. That was some lightning last night, by the way. That was mental. It never got much closer than I reckon 4 or 5 miles away, because you can tell between the lightning and the thunder if there's a distance. But at one point, at about 3:30, I thought, I'm going to get up and get out of here. It was really scary. Just the thought of being right out here if there was lightning strikes. But we just kind of worked through it, and so haven't quite signed out. I'll sign it after my swim. But thank you again for tuning in. It's just quality time with me and this little guy. Oh,
I know you do. I know. I know. I do too. I do too. Yeah. I know. Oh. She loves getting away with her dad. Good food, a nice walk, always a nice walk. Right, let's have a quick splash and we'll sign out after that. Just a quick dunk and then go. It's looking quite grey across there, like it's going to start raining again. Classic night, classic spot. Here's to my Aunt Winnie. R.I.P. Bless you and all your love, and thank you for all my learning from you, all my support from you, all my love from you. That unconditional love. Absolute business. There's more thunder. Wow. More thunder. There's going to be big storms coming in, so right. Let's get dry. Let's sign out there. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next time.